teaming up to get kids moving.
And that's where Sean Daly is right now. And Sean, I think you've moved from outside indoors.
Yeah, you know me. I start to sweat a little bit, so they want to keep me cool, you know. Keep Sean Daly in a cool, dry place. Yes, a little later on, I'll be playing some Smash Mouth hockey and talking to some folks from the Lightning, and I think Thunderbug, the mascot's coming over. But first, I am inside the Tampa Bay History Center, which I love. I love this place. My favorite part is the Columbia Bar behind me. Look at that.
That's
Look at that.
So
You can
nice.
come in anytime you want. It's so beautiful here. But one of the exhibits they have, you know, they have the Tampa Sports exhibit up top where you can see Carlos Pena's Gold Glove and the Lombardi Trophy, and really, really cool. Buy a ticket and come in and see that. But before there was hockey, before there was football and baseball, they had the Pioneer Games. And now we have Ross Lamoureux right here, who's going to tell us a little bit about what we did before we had the forum here. And so tell us, what were we playing with in Tampa all those years ago?
Well, long before you could go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get some of the up-to-date sports gear, a lot of times they had to make their own. Now, this is an example of a baseball from the period, which was very popular during Pioneer, Florida. But you can see...
So when we say, what year are we talking about here?
We're talking about the mid to late 1800s here in the Tampa Bay area. But baseball was popular. A lot of toys and games had to be made at home. You just didn't
love those things. You buy that for your kid, really like 13 seconds of enjoyment your kid's going to have with that. We were very bored in the 1800s in Tampa.
Well, even worse is when you had to carve your own toys out of sticks, like this Wimmy Diddle.
A Wimmy Diddle?
A Wimmy Diddle, yeah. You're
making that up.
No, that's the real thing, and you just spin the propeller.
That's what kids would do?
Absolutely.
Oh, man, thank God we evolved. But at least they had checkers.
Checkers was popular, certainly. Lots of toys and games, but a lot of it had to be made at home.
Yeah. And speaking of making home, you make your own costumes here?
I do indeed. This is an example of what a laborer or farmer probably would have worn in the late 1800s here in Tampa.
What would a hack TV guy be wearing back then?
Oh, you would have had a finer suit, of course, and a nice silk tie, of course, to go with that.
And tell us real quick a little bit about that Tampa Sports exhibit up top. I mean, that's really, really impressive.
It is. It certainly is. We've had a lot of memorabilia from the local sports teams, as well as the art of Lamar Sparkman, who really spurred on the exhibit. Yeah. It's a wonderful retrospective of Tampa sports.
Yeah, and I can't believe the stuff you got, from Tino Martinez's Silver Slugger Award to the Carlos Pena Gold Glove to the Lombardi Trophy. It's really, you kind of take that corner, it's all right there. So, you know, really, people need to come down here and check it out.
I totally agree.
I know. And can you buy this in the store? I want one of these. Look at those suspenders. I love that. Anyway, come down to the Tampa Bay History Center. It really is. I love this place. Or at least come and have lunch at the Columbia here. It's beautiful. $12 will get you in if you're an adult. 3 and under is free. And I love it. It's one of my favorite places around. It's going to be hot today, so come down here and cool off.
That's 13 seconds of sheer enjoyment.
Yeah, Jacob's ladder. It's true. All right, thanks, Sean. Okay, so this morning we're taking action for your money, and we're helping you get ready.